Greetings from thatlvivgirl, from Ukraine the beautiful, Ukraine the strong. Let's talk about Покровськ, city in eastern Ukraine. There's a lot of talk about it because of really aggressive Russian advance at that city. But before we continue, hello also from Milana and her mother. To answer your comments, her mother raised over $60,000 now, but she needs more because she is taking care of the syrup, the medical bills, of physical rehabilitation and waiting for the injection. She has applied for a document for visa to USA. Now everything is frozen. The clock is ticking for Milana to receive this injection. So this is an update about Milana, about her day, and how her mother feels and how she spends time with daughter. Daughter is receiving a lot of love, and we can all think who she can become in the future. What do you prefer for her? I think she likes the camera, so she can be something public figure. But at the same time, what would we teach our children if we have agreed international borders of the country? How do we explain to our children that now the cities are going to be destroyed and borders need to be shifted? Or if countries agree that they will protect, there's like an international treaty, the country needs to give away nuclear weapons, the countries agree to protect it, and 3 nuclear countries attack Ukraine after Ukraine gives up nuclear weapons. That's Russia, that's North Korea, that's Iran. How do we explain children that? Where is justice? Покровськ is a city, it's a big city in the west of Donetsk Oblast. It's one of the largest agro-industrial communities in the region. It has main railway junction, very important for Ukrainian forces. And there's world-famous Carol of the Bells. This song was composed, the original name is Щедрик. It was composed in Покровськ by Mykola Leontovich, and he was killed by the Russians. But he is the fruit of his labor blesses the world, and we rejoice. This music was played in Home Alone and other famous movies.
Не зря в 1937 и 1938 году Сталин хотел их, Украину, вообще уничтожить. Вот и всех там. Блядь, взрослых-то убивали и оставляли, а они вот выросли и бандеровцами стали. Не знаю.
Бандеровцы, вы считаете, всех украинских жителей?
Конечно. Конечно. Так же, как это змеи, вот это вот ползучие.
Also, Покровськ is famous for coal and black soil. It has coal mining, machine building, steel production, food processing, and other plants. And 70% of its employees were coal miners, and it has coal, which is very important. But at the same time, in Ostrava, as I told you before, in Czech Republic, the coal mine, it was closed. But here Russia is suffering such terrible losses to capture coal mines of Ukraine, and actually it has captured many resources of Ukraine, and that's how it's financing its war, besides selling oil. There's information of SSU, Secret Service of Ukraine, catching traitors who are working with the Russian Secret Service, giving out geolocations. For example, one coal mine worker was hired by Russian FSB agent. He was traveling around the region and sending information about the headquarters of Ukrainian army and fortifications of Ukrainian army in that region, in Покровськ, helping Russians to advance in the region. Right now, Russian forces are a few kilometers away from the city, and there is heavy shelling by the artillery and there are bombs. And if you look at the videos of civilians, they're saying like the last night was hell. This is what they are saying. And it's so sad. If I look at the maps, everything is closed. And here's an example of this pizza place. You can see the pictures of food, of people, girls modeling, and then there was like engagement there. And now there's the last post was in September of 2024, where the owners say, with great sadness, we inform you that we stopped working. Thanks to those who were with us in these years of hardship and happiness. And there was a comment onto this post. Pleasant memories. I even remember that smell of the place, so festive. It feels like holiday. Thank you. Take care. Life and health is more important than the material things. We shall see each other. You can see how life in the city has stopped. Everyday happy moments are erased from the city, and this traitor was caught, like the SSU reported, also in September of 2024, at the same time as the pizza place was closing. The traitor was driving around and sending Russians locations where they should fire. Here you can see the video produced by Russians saying how Ukrainians destroyed the city. You can see the video of all the destruction, all the ruined buildings, civil buildings. It is becoming a ghost city. Cynically, the Russians, as they are publishing this video, they are blaming the Ukrainians. Donetsk Oblast was under Ukraine since 1991. And all of a sudden, Russia starts this full-scale invasion and it takes the life from our cities. Now there are 7,000 people left. Before it was 82,000 people in Покровськ. There's constant shelling and bombing. Who are left elderly people and homeless. And it's so sad looking at them. One elderly woman was giving an interview and she said, I'm not going anywhere, I'm okay. And in the background there are explosions and you can tell she's not okay at all. The journalists report there's no communication, no water, no electricity. People who live there, they survive on if they have their own wells, if they have own heating, some stoves at home where they burn their own wood. And there's also information the post office officially closed, but there is an office that's operating in an armored room. And I'm thinking why it's important is because they give out probably pensions, the money to people. That's why they need to operate.
The drones are flying, exploding and falling near people. The roofs are shaking. Everything is falling on our heads. Everything is shaking. It's scary. The explosions are so loud.
There are no jobs. I was seeking for jobs in the city. I found job in Покровськ, Donetsk Oblast on Russian job website. A job over a train operator, salary over $1,000, official job. How can it be official? You are not Ukrainian. The railway station is Ukrainian. How can you be hired officially? And this Russian website, job website, acts like Покровськ is already part of Russia. You can see Покровськ, Donetsk Oblast. So it makes me think that these websites for people, job-seeking websites, they are probably run by FSB or Russian military. How do they so quickly have the information to enlist the city as part of Russia, even before it was taken over by Russians? But by the way, most likely the city will not be taken over. They plan to control the main roads to enter the city, and they will go around it. Also now they are with drones, they are hitting cars that are driving there, and one car over a handicapped person was hit. It's very sad to see how their life, the happy life they had, is turning into a nightmare. Maybe some of you have been to Покровsk. Just recently, it was a flourishing city. Maybe, I know, my friends told me that this coffee place, I see it ruined. I was sitting at that window working on my computer. And now it's all crumbling into pieces. It's being erased. City by city, Russia is erasing eastern Ukraine. We have sirens and we are being bombed every day. Believe us, even though if we are losing territory, we are strong and we are fighting for our land, for our people and for justice. Let's talk about the vocab. Місто is city. Місто. 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 Empty. Пусте. Пусте. Пусте місто. Empty city. Тихе. Silent. Silent. Silent and empty city. Пусте тихе місто. Which is an irony and it's not true. The city is not silent. There are explosions all the time from the videos that I see. Немає людей. Немає людей. Немає людей. There are no people. I'm happy to give you perspective on Ukraine from a local point of view. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for helping us to fight for justice. Please like it and subscribe to the channel. Bye.
I can't sleep, yeah. Only miss you when